Hey guys, Math Unlocked. Today we'll be learning about inverse functions. We'll go over 3 example problems, then I'll have 3 practice problems for you at the end of the video. So let's get to the first problem. Alright, this first problem we have f of x is equal to x plus 1. So we want to find the inverse of that function. Well, first before we find the inverse we have to understand range and domain. So our domain would be all of our x values, and then our range is all of our y values. So we'll put the x values in this bracket, y into this bracket. Alright, so now we plug 1 in for x, we get 2. So 1 for our x value, 2 for our y value. Alright, so now we get from 1 to 2 using our function. So this arrow can be our function, and the y would be the range, so that's 2, and the x is 1. And the only way we can get from 1 to 2 is using our function. Now we want to get back from 2 to 1, and to do that we need to find the inverse. So what you need to do to find the inverse is, first of all, rename the function y is equal to x plus 1, and now we just have to solve for x. So we just subtract 1 from both sides and you get y minus 1 is equal to x. Okay, now if you plug your y value into here, we have 2, so 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. And that would be what our original x value was, so that we know that y minus 1 is equal to x is the inverse. But we want to rewrite this. We want y where x is and x where y is. It's just for looks, and it'll help people understand better. So we can write it as y inverse, so we will write it as y to the negative first is equal to x minus 1. Now that doesn't mean you have to use your original x value, that still means that you use this value of 2 for the x right here. Alright, so let's look at the second problem. Okay, for the second problem we have f of x is equal to 2x plus 2. So let's just plug a number in there just to see where we are. So f of x equals 2x plus 2. Let's plug 2 in for x. So you get 2 times 2, which is 4, then plus 2, which is 6. So we'll just write f of 2 is equal to 6. Alright, so now let's find the inverse. Let's rename the function y is equal to 2x plus 2. Now you subtract 2. Y minus 2 is equal to 2x, and then you divide by 2 on both sides. So you'll get y minus 2 over 2 is equal to x. So this can also be named as our y value. And if we put our y value back in for y, you get 6 minus 2, which is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So that's what our answer was originally. So this is the inverse. So now I'll just flip our variables. So we'll get our final answer will be the y inverse is equal to x minus 2 over 2. And that's our answer for that problem. Alright, and here in our last problem, it's f of x is equal to 4x plus 3. So let's just plug a number in for x. We'll say 2. So 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 3, 11. So 11. That's our answer derived from x is equal to 2. So f of 2. Alright, so now let's find the inverse of the function. So renaming the function y is equal to 4x plus 3. Now let's find x. So y minus 3 is equal to 4x. So then divide everything by 4. So y minus 3 over 4 is equal to x. Alright, so now let's plug in this value we have right here for y. So 11 minus 3, that is equal to 8. 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. And we have our 2 right there. So this is the inverse. Now let's just flip our our x and y around. So we get y inverse is equal to x minus 3 over 4. Alright? So those were pretty easy. Here I've laid out 3 practice problems for you to do. And if you have any questions, just ask me in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.